We fear things what our rational minds cannot comprehend. A lot of paranormal phenomena has fallen and still falls into that category. It must just be a coincidence that we thrive off the idea of fright. Don't we all like the idea of fear once in a while? After all, we seek out the lurid aspects within a horror movie. We run into the lingering cues that awaits Fright Night. Humans are scared of what they believe to be an illusion. But how would you react if we all knew of the gray shadows were to be true? And how does this drive people to dedicate their lives to investigating it?
Well, there are really two types of paranormal investigation here. There's one which is in the minority, which are really conjuring. Then the others are serious, and they come with serious equipment. They make recordings, they take photographs, they take videos, and they take them away, play them back, and of course they've seen things which they are convinced are spiritual.
We get many skeptics on our events. Some are there to prove that basically they'd like to have something happen to them. Some come proving that we are in the wrong. Again, I'm an agnostic, and if somebody could prove to me God exists, then I would start to believe, very much like a skeptic on the paranormal world as well.
It has been recorded that approximately 76% of Americans believe in at least one form of paranormal activity, whether that be haunted houses or spirits.
And I think what's interesting about that idea is that fear is primal, and we can tap into our fears when I think one of the things that's happened to us as a culture and a society is that we have become so sanitised and so regulated and so constricted within this kind of, not just scientific view, and it's all computers and it's all emails and it's all this, and I think that we've made ourselves this world which is too explanatory in a way.
Polls have also shown that 42% of Americans believe that people on this earth can be possessed by the devil.
I feel that if anybody does see anything paranormal, your first thing that you would do, logically, is scream or run. And it really shouldn't be. For me, I feel that if any spirit, any ghost, wants to come forward and show themselves to you, then you should be very grateful, because it is definitely a pick and choose moment. The dead are not out there to harm us at all. They can't harm us. I'm more scared of the living, because they're the ones with the pulse and they're the ones that can harm you.
Yes, once when I was walking in the cellar, suddenly this person leapt in the air and said, "Did you feel all that?" It happened in 1860 something. I hadn't actually felt anything, and another colleague at the same time hadn't. But this man clearly felt some experience, and he believed it dated from that time.
But I think there are lots and lots of strands to the paranormal. It's not just about ghosts, it's not just about haunting, it's also about things like, say, like past life, reincarnation, coincidence, that kind of thing, that there is something going on. But I think there's definitely a telepathy element to it. So I think there are lots and lots of strands to paranormal which aren't just about ghosts, but are also about, like you say, telepathy, reincarnation, synchronicity, coincidence.
Well, I can't comment really on what they say they've found. They've certainly found things which they believe are spiritual.
There are a lot of people who feel that doing ghost hunts is a waste of time, or even probably a waste of money. Again, it's down to their own opinions on that. I personally think it's the most amazing hobby to ever have. Ghost hunting is getting your own evidence. It's not a frightening place to go to sometimes, but it can get you when you least expect it. But it's when you can't find the evidence or you can't find any proof that's made that's when you step back and you think, okay.
When you're creative, you're already halfway there, because as a creative person, as a novelist, when I'm writing, I get characters that come through almost in a mediumistic way that I'm fundamentally channeling into my novels. And you have to embrace a world that is beyond the rational.
I think the paranormal world is a very interesting place to be. I am still on a journey, even though I've been seeing spirits and ghosts from a very early age and doing my job, which I've done now for nearly 10 years. I have seen the most amazing things.
I have lots and lots of paranormal experiences, mostly to do with synchronicity and strange coincidences. Everything I touch to do with Oscar Wilde and Lord Alfred Douglas and all of that is just riddled with odd coincidences and strange happenings.
There have been a lot of unexplained mysteries spread over many centuries, yet audiences still seem to question what they consider to be reality. How many logical reasons can you come up with to explain what you have witnessed?